Am I live? So this is the Saturday stream. Let me check here. Am I live or not? Yeah, it is. Yeah, I am live. Let's close this for now. Okay. Let me just open up that Android Studio here. Yeah, so we'll try to implement a deleting of nodes and also checking and deleting connected nodes with that particular node. So can we run it? Yeah, there are no errors in the data analysis. Yeah, just sending a chat. If the music is loud, just tell me in the chat. Okay, it's building here. Let me turn up some good music. Cool. There may be copyright, but I will just remove the audio later. What? Let's put it 144. What happened to the internet? Active tree h is equal to active tree h is dot where either from node id not equal to node id and e dot to node id not equal to node id dot to list h is widget repository dot shape tree active tree. The network has become so poor. Yeah, we are up. The network is up. Okay, so concurrent version. So I think I got one fever. Okay, so let's fix this delete node function here. As it is not deleting the nodes that are connected to that particular node, so you'll have to extract the nodes with the help of the edges to the list. So more like a recursive function we may need to implement. Already we have it in the realign tree function, so we can take the code from there, but let's see. Active tree nodes dot equal to active tree dot nodes dot where n and dot id node id dot to list. So we are taking all the nodes which are not equal to the node ID we are providing for deleting. Here we are taking all the nodes that not matching with the node ID, but we will also have to not take the nodes that are connected with the help of edges. So let's check the data model. So we have nodes here, skill node model. So we have nodes, then we have edge model. Okay. Can I do it without recursion? It's a simple function, as we are storing in a list only. All the nodes are in the list, all the edges are in a list. So final final temp edges. Let's traverse the edges. Edges. TI is also recommending the same thing that we want to do. If it's dot from node ID equal to node ID why this is saying okay. If it's dot from node ID equal to node ID deleted nodes, let's put it inside deleted. If it's is dot from node ID equal to node ID, then what we will do is delete nodes dot add. We can add the edge dot to node ID. Why it is asking to cast? Okay, we are only storing the IDs here, so the ID it is in string. Okay, so we'll just make it string. Now why this is showing error this time? Can't be because it's potentially unassigned at this point. Okay, let's make it an empty list. Okay, now it will add no edges dot to node ID. What if to node ID is not present? Okay, For var age in active 3 dot it says if age dot from node id equal to node id, then delete dot. Okay, let adds. So what will happen here is this will if I delete this node, this will also, this loop will take all these nodes id and we are storing it so that later we can use it to remove it from here. Active tree nodes is nodes. What is happening to the network? Three nodes dot add edge dot node. Not equal to this. Okay, so next what we have to do is can I move this? Yeah, we are able to move this. Active tree dot nodes equal. Dot nodes will active tree dot nodes where n dot id is not I think we have a function for checking if an element is there in a list or not. Let me quickly check that function. List functions Flutter. Okay, useful list methods. It is slowing me down. The internet is so slow. Field. So we have dot in, remove, replace. Field range, we have sort, shuffle, contains, yeah, this one. Dot contains, but I think it is just checking the character here. To find the first element, satisfying some predicate or give a default value if none do use first where. Okay, where is the function we need? What we can use to just check if that node ID is in the list or not. Add all any as map methods, yeah. Here we will find this contains, okay. When the collection contains an element equal to a element, so we will use this one. Okay, deleted nodes dot contains n dot node. What is saying error? Let me just play a beat on the phone, otherwise as it was lagging. Panda beats. Let's play Rick and Morty beats. Okay, to where n delete nodes that contains n.id id not equal to true. But why it is still showing? Okay, so this dot true was not there. Okay, so here we're checking that the node id is in the deleted nodes or not, and if it is in not in the deleted nodes, then we'll just keep that node. And simply we'll pass the list here. So okay, I think we have to move this to the end to let's check if it is working or not. So now if we delete this one, what just happened? If we delete this one, it is not getting deleted. Okay, the nodes are getting deleted here. What if we delete this one? Let's restart it. Okay, let's check the code again. So here we have the logic. So we are selecting each edges, and the condition if condition is that if the from node id is equal to node id, Okay, so if this is, so from node id is this one. Okay, if it's the 2 node id, we don't have any nodes such like this one, then we are not adding these to the related nodes. Okay, I think we are not excluding the node which we are deleting, but we are excluding other nodes. So we just have to add here delete nodes dot add node id. We can also put that here. Okay, so if I click delete here, yeah, this is deleting. So let's add more child. Okay, so we are deleting this one. It's deleting one level. Deleting this one will delete one level of the child. As we are not calling it recursively, so it will not traverse to this node. Let's check once. If I delete this one, this tree should get deleted. Yeah, and what happened? This lagged out. Okay, so I think the size, the following type error was thrown during paint type null is not a subtype. I hope this is visible in the screen. The following type error was thrown during paint error. Type null is not a subtype of type C. Display object in typecast. The relevant error causing which set was so I'm guessing as we are deleting the nodes. So we have the nodes, but we don't have the edge here, right? One of the that is in edges, we have from node id and to node id. So there is no from node id here, only to node id. So it may show error in rendering that edge. I think this will get fixed when we if we implement that recursively delete the nodes. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, so we just have to call this function again. So I think then without using the list we can just delete if we just do recursion here. But let's keep it for now. Later we'll refactor it. So when we delete nodes.edge.add, so here we are not selecting the nodes. So what happens if we pass those here only? That arrow function, I forgot how it works here. Where then we have the full function here. Okay, function skill not model test. Can't we to return here? Okay, let's call the function in separate part. So can we call it here? Delete nodes, node ID. Here we are adding the node IDs to delete, and then those node IDs may have other nodes such as this one. We again have to call delete passing this value. So if we call here, then also it should work. We'll pass the it's dot to node ID here. Okay, then again it will get called. So we have to pass it node ID, because finally we will get if node ID equal to this. Yeah, this will be the best case here. So okay, so yeah, so we are getting okay, so nodes will get deleted here. So until we get this value, so what happens when you get this value? So it will return and then it will execute this one, treated nodes.contain node ID not equal to true dot to list, and here it will delete all the nodes, and for the edges I think I have to look into this. Either from node ID not equal to node ID and e dot to node ID not equal to node ID dot to list. So what edges we are selecting here? So either from node ID should not be equal to node ID, or either to node ID because the from node ID yeah. Okay, so okay, we have to put the end. So let's see, it should work fine now. What happened to this data here? Let's click download. Will it save? It should save. We have root 10 new goal, XY level 0 log ID new node. From and to tracing this, we have the nodes. We have this one. Okay, so we don't have this one. Okay, so this is similar. We have this one, then we have this one. Okay, this one is missing, this node. So we don't have this node, but we are passing this node. That's why it is showing error. I think now the function is proper, so it should work. Okay, let's clear the data. Delete function should work now properly. Okay, so network quality is good now. Okay, I think okay, no concurrent viewers, but got some views. Okay, thanks for watching. Okay, let's close this. Okay, let's see if it should work now. Let's level up a bit. So if I delete this one, let's start from this side. So if I delete this one, it deletes. Okay, and we don't have any error, I guess. Let's hot restart. Yeah, but what happens when we delete, which have more levels, more than one level of child nodes? So if I delete this one, yeah, it is deleting all the nodes and we are not getting any error. Let's check the log once. Yeah, we're not getting error this time. So I think we have successfully implemented the recursive function for delete node. Probably we can optimize it. Yeah, I'm not giving delete option for the root node here. So even though I have put the base condition, if node id equal to root, which is this one, so by default the first root that will get created will have node id as root. Okay, so let's see where we can optimize this function. This is more like DSA, solving recursion questions in lead code data structure and algorithm part. So we just have to dry run it. So we are passing the first the node we want to delete in the list, then we are adding that first level from that node, childs in the first level from that node. So we added those in the list, and from that node again we are calling. So if I don't pass the initial one, okay, it will not work. The first one will get left out. It's kind of cool to just create nodes here. So yeah, so okay, so I'm just trying to dry run it. If you pass this node, then it will take all this node along with this node in the list here. Then again we'll call from each node this function. Then it will find, because there are no two node ID, so it will just return this one, return from here. Okay, then it will just execute. I think it is optimized. This function no need for optimization further. If it needs, I can later do it, but for now it doesn't seem we need optimization here. Just that we are calling realign tree while removing every node. We can just call once after deleting the whole node. So let's see how many times realign tree is called. Let's put a debug print. It is getting interesting. Debug print. Okay, let's put it calling realign tree. So for deleting this node, I think number of nodes, that number of time that we are calling the realign tree. Where we, yeah, this one. Yeah, so we deleted 4 nodes. So here 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 times calling the realign tree here. Okay, so we can just put it separately where we are using the delete node. Okay, so here where list node if node id not equal to list style. Okay, so this is the bottom sheet. So in the bottom sheet, when you press delete, bottom sheet is closing and then delete node is getting called. We can just add real entry here once. Let's redo it. Redo typing control Y, redo. Okay, saved it, and now here let's remove this. If we save it now and hot reload, next let's add some more child. Yeah, let's delete. So earlier it was running number of nodes, whatever the number of nodes we are deleting, so this will delete 3 nodes. So it should not show 3 times the debug log. So we deleted 3 nodes. Let's check here. Yeah, only one time it gets called now, and the tree also get realigned. So yeah, so implemented the recursive version of the delete node. So let's update the to do here. Yeah, this one. Next we can just add option to level up. We can do this one next. Add option to level up like radio buttons. So basically now what we have is leveling up. It just leveled up. We are not getting option to choose. So now if we just want to change the level, we should be able to do that. So we have root. Let's rename it to life. What's this? So life, it will get updated. I have to fix the state management here. We'll be completely implementing the block architecture later on, so no issue with that. So for now, just let's implement the main core logic here. Life, then we have let's put the carrier here. I just want to have some meaning in the nodes. I think the spelling is correct. Then just personnel. Let's put Flutter dev here. After remaining, if I re-render the tree, then will it reload the states of the name or reveal the names? Let's check what we have here. Rename node. Then after renaming, we don't have realign tree here, so let's delete this one and go back to that point. If I do realign tree here, if I add child, then add language here. I think real entry is not getting called here, so let's move it to here. Okay, rename let's hot reload it. sorry, hot restart. So if I rename it to suppose English, no, it's not realigning, so let's undo that, what we did just now. Rename node. Okay, we don't need this for now. This did not saved properly to the ISR cache. What this is happening? Okay, delete node, level up, rename. Okay, we need to put this here. Okay, let's save it. Level up. It's leveling up. Why not? It's renaming. Yeah, I think I just didn't do the hot reload thing. Okay, let's just add few more node here, some here. Okay, let's level up this one. Okay, so when you press level up, we should get a here another, what we can say is widget or any pop-up where we can just do the radio buttons to select what level we want to select. Currently there are 3 levels here: the rookie, veteran, and the master one, if you can see here. I have not got any chat here today. Okay, that's fine. So just checking once. Okay, I am on the stream. It's been 1 hour 20 minutes. Okay, we will implement the radio button thing, or if we can get some better thing to better UI to add, we'll just look it now. Let's just take a break for 5 minutes here. Timer. Timer name, break. I think it is visible in the stream. It's 5 minutes over. So I was going through this book. So I started a few weeks. Let me decrease the voice for now. I think I should move this to other screen. I just started reading this one. Flutter design patterns and best practices. Build scalable, maintainable, and production-ready apps using effective architectural principles. By Orlova, Kada, and Blasco. Okay. So, yeah, I finished the first chapter here. I like this one, means this part here about widgets. Okay, for 5 minutes it's done. Basically, here it mentions to separate out the widgets, separate it out into separate widgets. Even though some UI components needs rebuilding, sometimes we don't need to rebuild the whole widget. So if we separate the small components inside a widget into another more separate widgets, then only that part will get rebuilt. That is one of concepts that I learned here. The part 1 consists of these 2 chapters actually. So I finished the chapter 1. I have to will continue with the chapter 2 later. So yeah, let's best one to read. To be honest, for first we have to read the Dart. It's the language that we are using here. This is the Dart language. So first we have to read. Means what I followed. I read 2 of the books for Dart. I also mentioned it in the blog actually. Step.2. So there are 2 books recommended by officially recommended in Flutter only. So the network is getting lagged, so it is slow in loading, so let's wait. I'll just show you the book front cover better. So yeah, so I started with this one actually. If you search in the internet, you will get PDF version of, but the Dart version will be lesser, means the older ones. But currently the Dart version is, I guess it is more than 3 point something. Why I am typing here, I can just see here. So yeah, so started with this one first, Dart Apprentice Fundamentals. So here it is, language is very easy, so means the way it is written here, so you can just finish it quickly. Along with, if you just have difficulty in reading the book, then you can just follow one tutorial and then read the book. But reading the book is must, so it is better, means otherwise you will forget the syntaxes. The language in the Dart more is like it is common with all the other languages. This is mix up of all the languages. That what I felt. Sometimes it felt like C++, C. Sometimes it felt like JavaScript and Python as well. So yeah. So and we have done part 2 book of Dart. That is this one. Dart Apprentice Beyond the Basics. So it is in continuation of this book only. So first you have to go through this one, then we have to go through this part. you can just see the content and came to know how the flow of the chapters are here. Means the main important parts are here only in the second book. So after reading, you can follow another book for Flutter, or just follow a tutorial building using Flutter, building any app. From there you will get the wholesome idea how the framework we are using, Flutter framework, and how we are using the language. We have this main.dart file here. So the main thing is the main function is this one, starting from here only. Then we just pass. Then it starts, we are passing constructors of the classes we creating, and everything is connected with one constructor to another in this way. So yeah, first finish the Dart, then what's any big, and also we have like building profiles and other such things. So I followed Diffusion for Flutter and a video where they just built a app for beginner friendly app. From there I get the wholesome idea. So first we have to get the wholesome idea how it starts. So here I have mentioned all these books that you use. The first two books I think I finished in 1 month. Then I continued with the Flutter. In the Flutter official website,